Hi dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends. Welcome to Cricket Happenings once again. And well, we are looking at the one day international. This was the third one day international, which was played at the Windsor Park Rossouw in Dominica in the West Indies. And well, South Africa have already taken the series 3-0, because now what West Indies can do is just win the remaining two matches to salvage something on their home turf. Otherwise, that's the only thing that West Indies could do, because South Africa has already taken the series 3-0. In fact, South Africa made 224. In fact, it was a very good bowling effort from West Indies, one thought. All the bowlers bowled very well. If you see the bowling analysis, it really makes very good reading. Jerome Taylor, 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 39. Ron Paul, 10 overs, 1 for 45. Suleiman Ben, 10 overs, 243. Dwayne Barrow, 8.2 overs, no maiden, 240. Darren Sammy, 5 overs, no maiden, none for 28. And Kieron Pollard, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 27, got the most wickets. Well, South Africa, I thought West Indies had a very good disciplined bowling display, and they restricted South Africa to 224 in such a manner that even the batting power play was going on at that time. A.B. de Villiers didn't have anybody to really play for. In fact, the batting power play couldn't be taken advantage of, and they were restricted to 224. As far as West Indies were concerned, well, West Indies still faltered even after putting up a disciplined bowling display. The batting display was not. There was not a substantial innings from anybody other than Dale Richards, who contributed 28, and Chandra Paul, who 24, just grinded. I would say just stay put at the crease, 24 of 49 balls. Other than that, there was not much of a contribution at all. And I thought the South African bowlers came hard. In fact, Dale Steyn, Longwelt, and Mon Markle. Mon Markle was the pick today. In fact, he got 4 for 21 of his 7 overs, and there were 3 for 30 for Longwelt, and Dale Steyn had 1 for 19. And well, the 30th over, Chris Longwelt actually took 3 wickets of the West Indies batsmen, and that was the time the game really changed. Well, as far as South Africa were concerned, I'm going to be very brief here. Hashim Amla and Smith started. The opening pair put on 53 for the first wicket in 10 overs. And after that, Suleiman Ben was the one who provided the breakthrough, and Hashim Amla was clean bowled by Suleiman Ben for 34 of 28 balls with 5 fours. Graham Smith was joined by Jack Scalise. Jack Scalise then made 31 of 41 balls, but before that, Smith was gone, with Dwayne Bravo actually nipping him LBW, so he was gone. So they were 2 for 91 at the stage. Callis joined de Villiers. Callis edged to Sammy of the bowling of Suleiman Ben, 31 of 41 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. A.B. de Villiers was there. Alvaro Peterson failed. He contributed just 16 before being clean bowled by Kieron Pollard for 16. David Miller, for the first time, failed in this series, but caught behind the bowling of Jerome Taylor for 5. And when Miller left, it was 162 for 5 in the 35th over. De Villiers was the only one left there. And Botha was hit above the eye, but he still came back to resume his knock at the end of the innings. But after that, McLaren contributed 5. Dale Steyn bowled with Ron Paul for a duck. Pollard took the wicket of Mon Markle for 14, and Longwell was not out or not. And A.B. de Villiers had to come down the wicket. He was also charging the pace ball because he was running out of partners, and what he did. But unfortunately, A.B. de Villiers was run out in 70 of just 80 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. But it was, as I said, disciplined bowling effort from West Indies, and South Africa were restricted to 224 in their innings. West Indies started. West Indies, Gale and Richards started. Dale and Gale Richards, Chris Gale and Dale Richards started off proceedings. They opened the innings, and well, the opening, it was initially Steyn bowled very well. He bowled one good pacey over to Dale Richards and Gale, and it took a long run coming actually as far as runs were concerned, because at the end of over 5, West Indies didn't have to take much risk, and they were doing very well, 23 for no loss. But then Gale actually hit one thumping 6 over deep mid wicket of the bowling of Longwelt in the 6th over, and that's it. And then there was a very bad shot followed by that, and he slashed at it. Callis took the catch. Gale gone, caught Callis, bowled Langwelt for 16, and things went on. It was Chandra Paul and Richards at the crease. Richards slammed one very good 6 over deep square leg of the bowling of I think it was Longwell, who was hit for a 6. And Dale Richards also played some very good drives of the bowling of McLaren, where he got boundaries. But then Richards was gone when Markle came into the attack, and Markle, as I said, was the best bowler today. And Richards was gone. He tried to play a ball down to third man, edged it into the slips, gone. Callis took the catch, and Dale Richards won. Caught Callis, bowled Markle for 28. Darren Bravo was the one who came in, and Darren Bravo didn't last month. In fact, he was LBW to a very good ball from Mon Markle, absolutely beaten for pace there, and he was LBW ball Markle for one. And Chandrapal, at the other hand, was just standing there. As you know, Chandrapal is a stone waller, and well, what else could you do? There should be somebody who could stabilize the innings there. And after Dan Bravo's dismissal, the score was 63 for 3 in the 14th over. And then Chandrapal himself was gone when Callis came in and actually took his wicket. So Chandrapal was also gone for 24 of 49 balls. There were 4 for 87 in the 21st over. It was Dwayne Bravo and Pollard. So that was the real hope there, because they still had a lot of overs left, and the score was only 224. So, but the hope was there. But Darren Bravo and after Chandrapal's dismissal, Dwayne Bravo and Pollard, they just started, but Dwayne Bravo couldn't contribute. He was gone for 13. He was caught behind the bowling of Steen for 13. And then Sammy came in to join Pollard. Sammy clubbed a 6 of McLaren over square leg. And the batting power play was taken, but the batting power play couldn't be taken advantage of. At the end of the over 30, this was the 30th over. As I said, things really turned topsy-turvy for West Indies, because 109 runs were required of the 21 overs, and well, 3 wickets gone in a Longwell over. Pollard was the first to go, caught by Peterson of the bowling of Longwell for 10, and then Longwell actually picked up the wicket of Darren Sammy. Darren Sammy he got an outside edge, and De Villiers picked up the catch. He was gone for 14, and Jerome Taylor ran himself out for a duck. So 3 wickets gone in the 30th over. West Indies slumped to 118 for 8, and the hopes started diminishing. And well, the hopes were diminishing because Ramadan came in and they couldn't really force the pace. It was Botha and Markle were bowling in tandem, and then Ben himself was gone. Caught McLaren bowled Markle for just 17. And well, after that, it's all over. In the 37th over, Rampal was caught Botha bowled Markle, and well, the match was all over. Done and dusted. South Africa had won the match by 67 runs, a very easy victory for them in the end. Which 16 7 overs on made and 1 for 19. Longwell 7 overs no made and 3 for 30. McLaren 5 overs for 34. Markle 7 overs no made and 4 for 21. Johan Botha 6 overs no made and 1 for 29. 6 overs no made and 1 for 17. Man of the match was A.B. de Villiers of South Africa. And as I said, the batsmen couldn't contribute. After that, there was no support. The 30th over really turned it on, because it was Kieron Pollard gone, and then Dwayne Bravo was gone, and Jerome Taylor was gone. So basically, the key was Kieron Pollard and Dwayne Bravo, but both of them dismissed. West Indies really lost the plot there, and it's all over, and Sammy couldn't do much. In fact, Sammy was the one to go. In fact, Pollard, Sammy and Taylor were the dismissals. And well, after that, you could just remember 118 for 8. You couldn't really do anything. But I thought the South African bowlers could be really given credit for the way they bowled, and Ramadan couldn't really force the pace with Botha and Markle bowling very tightly. So that's it. So West Indies have the 4th one day, which is going to Sunday. Again, it is a dead rubber now, and West Indies can salvage something on their home ground, which they do for the West Indian cricket fans. And well, I would say West Indians, unfortunately, it's an abject display after the second one day match where Darren Sammy put up a very brave performance. But well, this time the West Indies, I thought, would have put up a better effort here, because after restricting South Africa to 224, getting all out for 157 doesn't say much about the West Indies cricket team. Well, West Indies, come on, bug up and at least try to do something in the remaining 2 matches. That's it, dear cricket fans. For Cricket Happenings, this is Ram signing off finally for the day. Thanks for your company.